Okay, this is a Dollar Tree wreath, and it's kind of a yellow wood, so I took some white and did some whitewash on it because I like a real soft look. I want a lemony, buttercream, yellow wreath. Okay, this is greenery I got at Hobby Lobby on the 40 or 50% off. And it's best to start with your greenery, something like this. I like a trailing greenery, looks pretty. And kind of, what I do is I start by arranging everything at first to see how it's going to look. I've already done that. All right, and once I get, I'm going to do a half circle wreath. Okay, so then I'm just going to glue it a little bit here and there and everywhere. And if I get to a part like this that's a little stubborn, I can see it's going to be, what I'll do is, these are not my metal scissors. I will use wire, put it through one of these weaves like this. Tie it. Okay, and then I've got another little spot here that wants to kind of do its own thing. I'll see if I can try to glue it first. Yep, that'll work. Okay. And if you want a little more. Now, it looks nice to have like the end come to a point. It looks more professional. It looks like they grow that way, like this one would look nice there because it has an end, whereas that one, not as much. Okay. I will probably add a few more pieces of greenery, but for time's sake, I will just do the basic to show you. I would probably add some here when it's all done. Okay, now the next thing I do is pick out my flowers, or whatever I'm using that's the focal point, which is in this case a flower. And I bought a branch of it, and then I cut off the pieces I am going to use. And these are the leaves that came with it, and I think it looks neat to add those. Much more interesting than just the flowers, because now you have two different leaves. That looks great. And if you're not sure of the design you want when you're doing something like this, Pinterest has just beautiful arrangements, and you can snap a picture on your phone and then go to the craft stores and pick up your flowers that way. Okay, and then this is another one. I got a branch of this for 75% off, and I loved it. They only had one left, unfortunately, because I would have liked to have had more. Very unique. Now on this one, and I always do this, there were some lower branches, and I cut those off because that way if I want to use this for a large arrangement, it's still intact. So the little ones on the bottom can use on this, and I'll still have that big piece. So these I'm just going to balance out. I don't know why I made the stems so long. I don't need them that long, but I did. Okay, and then I'll have a couple going this way. Now, another pointer is I've done a lot of wreaths, and if you don't check them hanging or hold them up as you go, it could look completely different than what you're really going for. So you want to do that. So I can tell when I stand this up that there's not nearly enough greenery. It looks very flat. It's falling very flat, but that won't be a problem. I can work on that. Okay, and the last thing I want to share is also that flower had some of these, and I can only see one right now, but I know there's more. And oh, here it is. And I think these are really cool looking. Anything unique like that really set this off. There you go. See? Okay, then I found this ribbon. I looked everywhere until I found what I thought was looked like a lemonade type ribbon. And this is just so personal taste, but I'm going to do just a couple of, I don't think it needs a lot. It's not a very big wreath. And you can always add. Okay, so I have a couple of pieces here, folds. All right. This, you could do a full ribbon like on a package, but I just don't. I think that's kind of dated. I don't know. I don't really. I can't see that. Maybe I'm dated. Maybe it's not dated. Maybe it's me, but I just don't like that look anymore. It seems overkill. On a package, no. You know, a gift, I like it, but for a wreath, I just can't see using a large ribbon like that. I think it would take away from everything else. And then I will have a couple of small streamers, and I'll cover this. A couple of streamers. And also sometimes I weave it around. I'll see. That's another idea, but I think I will put the ribbon up here. And in here you could put something like hello or goodbye, or, you know. And then what's nice is you don't even really have to put a hook on it. Just will hang up on that. Another option is little loops like this. Wire them and then put them here and there if you want a little more. I want to keep this simple. So I will have a picture before and after.